I've been thinking about power a lot lately. About who has it, who doesn't, and why. I've been thinking about the ways that collective cultural and generational trauma has shaped everything. And it all comes back to power. I've been thinking about power a lot lately, and how so many of those who have it only fear losing it, and how some of those who don't have it don't want it. I've been thinking about how oftentimes the best people to have power are those who do not want it, that it is most responsibly wielded by those it is foisted upon. I've been thinking about the sources of power, about money and influence, and how all of that affects the systems we find ourselves in, how it poisons our air and our water, how it leads us to differentiate each other, how it leads us to fear each other. I've been thinking about power a lot lately, my own, and how I've pushed it down for years. I've been thinking about how that self-same generational trauma lies within my bones and saps my power. I've been thinking about how power interacts with strength, and I've been thinking a lot about the phrase, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," because there are those of us who didn't want to be stronger, not like this. There are those of us who have an innate power that could have been unleashed much easier if we had not been made stronger in this way. I've been thinking about power and strength and how really, oftentimes, they are simply weakness in disguise. I've been thinking about power a lot lately. I've been thinking about the ways that those who have it are able to trick so many of those who don't into acting against their own interests. I've been thinking about how and when exactly a few forced down so many, how so many manys throughout history have been able to be kept down. I've been thinking about power and how so many people, millions of people in this country, say that their voice does not matter. I've been thinking about how those millions of people could so easily change who holds the power if they were not tricked into giving up their own. I've been thinking about power a lot lately, about all the ways it corrupts, about how some of those few above the many say they want to help, but they either can't because those fews that came before, their forebears in power, developed a system such that it is difficult for them to actually, genuinely help people. Or they won't, because those promises were empty, made merely as stepping stones to get to power. I've been thinking about power a lot lately, and how I wish that so many people could recognize the power within their own bones, within their own soul, within their own mind, within themselves. I've been thinking about power a lot lately, and how different the world could be. I've been thinking about power a lot lately.